Shalom. Give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Rakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS groups and ones alike teacher 100% true. Shalom Barakatham to them. Salutations to the elders and apostles of GMS groups and ones alike teacher 100% true. Shalom Barakatham. And foremost, give all praise again to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua Bahashem Rakadash. That's abc.com. News Houston relating to talking about black so-called black woman, a scientist, relating to development of 19. Let's go to some scriptures. I want to go to we'll go to Luke 17:31-33. In that day, he which shall be upon the housetop, and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away. And he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. Remember Lot's wife. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it, and whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it. So, Ray, if you try to save your life, you're gonna lose it, and you're going to lose your life. You preserve it, relating to losing it for a purpose, and this relates to losing it for in the name of Yahweh Shem Yashah, and pretty much being content and pretty much caught in the ways of the world, man. You know what I mean? So, because Lot's wife, for example, she missed the ways of this world, man. Because of that, she became that pillar of salt when she looked back, because she she couldn't detach from the ways of the world, man. She got caught in the entanglements of the world. We'll go to 1 Timothy 6:20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, and avoid profane and vain babblings, in opposition of science, falsely so called. So contend the things that's true, relating to the truth and knowledge, and all these other things, vain babblings, profane science. That's all the contrary to what we supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? The science is the ways of men, man. That's the precepts of men. That's the ways of men. And that's contrary and against relating to the commandments of the Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man. So pretty much avoid the ways of that, the philosophies, ideologies, the doctrines, that wine. And that science is part of that wine, man. So avoiding all these things. We'll go to Job 39. Job 39:17, because Yahweh have deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted to her understanding. This relates to giving her the wisdom and understanding and discernment relating to understanding certain matters, man, which it wasn't for the most part given to her. Let's go to Jeremiah 11:3. And that's related from a spiritual aspect, man. Because we know the ways, women have pretty much, especially in this kingdom, they dominate, you know what I mean? Because realistically, they co-heir with the ones in power, man. You know what I mean? That's why they get so much, so much props and privilege in this kingdom, because this is their kingdom as well, relating to the rulership, because they co-heir relating to in rulership with the one that's in power, man. So it's passed down to them. That's why a lot of them, they rule over men, and that relates to part of Deuteronomy, the curses as well, man. But the point is, they in rulership. This is their rulership. They co-heir in rulership in this kingdom, man. So that's why they have dominance in this kingdom, man. Because it's given to them as a form of heir. So we'll go to Jeremiah 11:3. Jeremiah 11:3. And sayest thou unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, God of Israel, curse be the man that obey not the words of this covenant. This covenant relates to this truth and knowledge, man. So the part of that curse relating to collectively the nation breaking that covenant and not obeying is punishment, relating to Deuteronomy 28. 1:14 talks about if you obey, then these things will happen. But 15-68 talks about if you don't obey, relating to that covenant, then the consequences will be the curses, man. And that's just a good example of that. Go to Genesis 19:12-26. read Genesis 19:12-26. And the men said unto him, Lot, as thou hear any besides son-in-law, and thy sons, and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place, for we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Lord, and the Lord hath sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, and which married his daughters, and said, Up, get you out of this place, for the Lord Yahweh will destroy this city. But he seemed as one that mocked into the sons-in-laws, because they ain't take it seriously. They mocked it, man. And when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife and 2 daughters, which are here, unless thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. And while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, and upon the hand of his 2 daughters, Lord Yahweh being merciful unto him, and they brought forth and set him without city. 17. And it came to pass, when they brought them forth aboard, and he said, Escape for thy life, look not behind thee, neither say thou in all the plain, Escape to the mountains, lest thou be consumed. And Lot said unto them, O not so, my Lord. And behold, now thy servant have found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, and thou hast shewed unto me in saving my life, and I cannot escape to the mountain, unless some evils take me, and I die. 24. Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of the heaven, and overthrew those cities and all the plain, and all the inhabitants of the cities that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind, and she became pillar of salt, because she missed, relating to she missed the ways of the world. Like back then, Sodom and Gomorrah, and future Sodom and Gomorrah is the sinful nation now. This is Sodom, modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. But back then, she missed the ways of the way, and she looked back, and she became that pillar of salt. So, relating to, let me just look up another thing real quick. I'll go to 1 Timothy's. Shalakia. And this is Shalaki, this will be the last one. 1 Timothy's 2. I'm going to read 2:11 through 15. 2:11 through 14, Shalaki. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection, but I swear not a woman to teach, nor usurp authority over a man, but to be silent. For Adam was first formed in Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. That relates to sin came through her, and through her passing to Adam, then through both sin came into the world. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in the childbearing, and if they continue in faith and charity and holiness and with sobriety. So pretty much, sin came through the world through the woman, man. Now that verse says, relating to usurping authority over man. So part of the curses is women's going to have authority. You know, they have their preeminence and dominance relating in this kingdom because they co-heir with the wicked, man. You know, so, and power is given to the women, man. So that this is their kingdom. Hope this lesson, whoever listened, helped in some way. Give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem Rakadash. Shalom.